So for the past year and a half, the Steelseries Arctis 1 have been my go-to gaming headset because they're very affordable, they're very comfortable, they sound good, and they're very convenient to use. However, I do feel that it's time for an upgrade because micro USB charging is very inconvenient in 2023. And this headset isn't super durable. And since I do solo queue Apex, this headset has seen its fair share of abuse, and I'm not proud of it. But today, we're going to check out the Steelseries Arctis Nova 7 wireless headset. These are much more durable, they have more features, and this headset is great for both gaming, and you can also use them as a normal pair of headphones with your phone. Now, just keep in mind, this review is coming from the perspective of someone who mostly games on console, Xbox and PlayStation. If you want to get the most out of this headset, then you might want to use them for PC gaming. Regarding pricing, the Steelseries Arctis Nova 7 has a retail price of $180, but there are three versions of this headset. Now, the PC and PlayStation versions are basically identical. But with the Xbox version, you'll be able to use this headset with your Xbox, but you'll also be able to use it with any PC, a PlayStation, Switch, tablet, or phone. So personally, I would spring for the Xbox version just so that you can have maximum compatibility. If you want to pick this headset up, it'll be linked down below, or you can always press on the YouTube shopping button. And if you want to further support the channel, check out the merch shelf down below. I've made some shirts and hoodies that look and feel great. And if you've been watching me for a while, you know I can be very particular. So I'll only set my name on something that I'm really proud of. Now first, let's talk about the headset itself. The headset itself has hard plastic ear cups and plastic arms, which are a little hard to pull out of the headband. We've got a large steel headband, which has a hit of soft touch silicone underneath. We've got a suspension style headband, which is great for comfort because hotspots are not an issue whatsoever. And the earpads themselves are fabric. So these earpads stay cool and breathable even after multiple hours of gaming. And these fabric earpads are a great option, especially for gaming through those hot summer nights. Fit-wise, this headset is very comfortable. You can wear them for hours on end without any issues whatsoever. However, I do have some critiques. My main critique is that this headset is a little on the heavier side. The Nova 7s weigh in at 325 grams. So with this headset, you never really forget that you're wearing it with, like, let's say the Arctis 1. And for comparison's sake, premium ANC headphones weigh in at an average of 270 to 280 grams. But the important thing is that the suspension headband on this headset does a really good job of evenly dispersing the weight of this headset. But the other critique that I have about this headset is how the ear cups rest on your ears. Now, I like the range of motion that these ear cups have. It helps this headset rest more naturally on your head. But I can't help but feel that these ear cups don't apply an even amount of pressure all around your ear. There's a little more pressure on the top than on the bottom. Now, this isn't a deal breaker and eventually you do forget about it, but it's something that I feel needs improving. But besides that, the earpads on this headset are very spacious and they're going to have no problem accommodating most ear types. And even if you have very large ears or ears that stick out a lot, I think these earpads are going to fit you just fine. But overall, this is a very comfortable headset that you can wear for multiple hours on end. But like I mentioned earlier, this is also a really good headset to use as a normal pair of headphones. And I say this because this headset has a really relaxed design to it. It doesn't have a super loud or over-the-top gamer design to it, and it's not covered in RGB. And I also really like the fully retractable microphone, because when this microphone is put away, it basically disappears. But finally, there's the durability aspect of this headset. The Nova 7s have a really solid construction because they're using heavy metals for the headband and they have heavy plastics on the ear cups and on the legs of the headband. So I do feel that this headset is going to be able to withstand a good amount of abuse. And personally, I feel that when you're looking at a gaming headset, you do want to look at durability and abuse because unfortunately things do happen while you're gaming. But now let's talk about tech specs. Regarding battery life, the Nova 7s have an advertised battery life of 38 hours, and if you were to charge them up for 15 minutes from a dead battery, they're going to get you 6 hours of use, which isn't half bad. Now, when it comes to charging this headset, it charges via a USB-C port, which is very convenient if you're a current gen console user, and it's also very convenient if you're a PC gamer. But if you want to, you can always just use this headset with a wired connection because it still has a 3.5mm audio jack. And this is actually very handy because let's say, for example, your headset dies on you in the middle of a game and you just don't have time to go and charge your headset. You can always just plug them into your controller and use them with a wired connection and use them passively. It'll be enough for you to finish off the game, and maybe you can put this headset to charge up and you can go and get yourself a quick snack. Or if you have a long enough USB-C cable, or if your setup allows it, then you can always still use this headset wireless charging, and you can continue to use it wirelessly while you're connected to your console or PC. But now let's talk about connectivity. Now, first off, whether you're going to be using this headset with an Xbox, PlayStation, or PC, you're gonna have to plug in this transmitter. And like I mentioned at the top of this video, for maximum compatibility, you want to get the Xbox version because the PlayStation and PC version aren't going to work with Xbox. Now, once you plug in this transmitter into your console or a PC, it's simply plug and play. There's no additional software that you have to install. And if you're going to switch from one console to another, or switch from your console to your PC, it's as simple as simply just unplugging the transmitter from one device and plugging the transmitter into the other device. And connectivity-wise, this headset does a really good job of always connecting to its transmitter whenever I power it on. Latency is never an issue and the connection never gets choppy. But the neat thing about this headset is that you can also connect to it with Bluetooth. So you can always connect your phone to it. And you can also have your phone's audio and your game's audio going at the same time. And this is very useful because if, let's say, for example, you're playing an RPG and you're simply grinding it out to get extra XP points, then you can always have a podcast or a video playing in the background. Or if you're playing a battle royale or some FPS game, then you can always have a video playing in the background when you're in the matchmaking lobby. And you can do all of this and actually listen to whatever's on your phone without having to remove the headset. But now let's talk about the sound performance of this headset. Now, as somebody that's upgrading from the Arctis 1 to the Arctis Nova 7, I can say that this headset sounds noticeably more open than the Arctis 1, and the bass does resonate harder. Overall, the Nova 7s does have better instrument separation than the Arctis 1, and thanks to the improved instrument separation on this headset, you are going to get better immersiveness out of it whenever you're playing your games. Now, out of the box, this headset has a very dynamic sound signature to it. They have a strong bass and the mid-highs are a little amplified. Overall, they sound good. But as someone that likes to play a lot of Apex, I do have to go into their customizable EQ. And I do have to lower their highs a little bit so that this headset doesn't get ear piercing when I fire my weapon. But something that is missing on this headset from the Arctis 1 is being able to adjust how much dynamic range compression you want. Now, the Nova 7s have a volume limiter, but with the Arctis 1s, you can dial how much dynamic range compression you want. And what dynamic range compression is that it basically makes quieter sounds, as in footsteps, louder, and it makes loud sounds, as in bangs or explosions, less loud. So you can use your headset at a higher volume to listen for those footsteps, but you're not going to go deaf if you start hearing those big bangs or explosions. And personally, I do miss having this option on the Nova 7s as a console gamer. However, my main complaint about this headset is that if you want to adjust its EQ or customize any of its options really, you have to do that from your computer. As in, if you're a console gamer, you're gonna have to get your transmitter and plug it into your computer, and you're gonna have to download the Steelseries GG app, and then from there, you're gonna be able to customize your EQ. Unfortunately, you can't customize the EQ of this headset directly on your console like you can with the stock Xbox headset or the stock PlayStation headset, or how you can with Razer's headsets. And unfortunately, this headset also doesn't have an app for your phone. Now, whether you have a PC or a Mac, you're going to be able to somewhat customize this headset through the Steelseries GG app. And from here, you're going to be able to customize your EQ, adjust the mic gain and side tone, and you can have different presets for different games. But again, in order for you to change between these presets, you're gonna have to connect this headset to your computer. So if you're a console gamer like I am, then you're gonna have to find an EQ setting that you really like, and you're gonna wanna use it most of the time. But finally, here's the microphone test. Now, I'm gonna have to say that while in a quiet room, this microphone sounds very impressive. My voice sounds very clear. Now, my voice does sound a little bright, but personally, I do like that while I'm playing a game, because I feel that a brighter sound signature is going to help cut through all of your game's audio. But for comparison's sake, here is a microphone test with the stock Microsoft Xbox headset. Now, personally, I feel that my voice still sounds really good with this microphone, but the clarity isn't as good as with the Arctis Nova 7. And here's the microphone test with the Razer Kyro Pro. I feel that this microphone has a warmer sound signature to it, and it just doesn't sound as clear as the Arctis. But now, here's a second microphone test with the Razer Kyro Pro. But this time, we are running a low frequency sound in the background to simulate either an AC unit or having a fan in the room with you. Now, this microphone is doing a decent job of blocking out this noise pollution, but this time around, my voice does sound a little warmer than before. Whereas with the Xbox headset, this microphone is doing a really good job of blocking out this low frequency sound, all while still keeping my voice front and center. But then there's the Arctis Nova 7. Now, this microphone continues to sound amazing, but in this simulation, this microphone is picking up a good amount of the low frequency sound that we have in the background that's simulating either an AC or a fan. So if you do plan on using this headset with your console, either an Xbox or a PlayStation, you are going to want to be mindful of your surrounding noise pollution, and you're also going to want to lower the gain through your Steelseries GG app. So with all that being said, from the perspective of a console gamer, I think the Steelseries Arctis Nova 7 are a pair of very well built headphones, but its software for a console gamer needs improvements. This headset feels very premium in your hands, and this headset is very durable, which is great for those rage-induced moments for when you're gaming. The compromise for the durable construction of this headset though is that they are a little on the heavy side. But this headset does a great job of combating its extra weight by having that headband suspension system, which does a great job of evenly dispersing its weight. And plus, it also has those super breathable earpads. From a tech spec standpoint, this headset has a really solid battery life with really good fast charging, but if your headset were to die on you in the middle of a game, you can always use them while they're charging, or you can use them passively with a wired connection. Compatibility wise, if you were to get the Xbox version, you'll be able to use them with an Xbox, PlayStation, PC, Switch, and you can also connect them with your phone or tablet by just using Bluetooth. Overall, there's a lot to like here, but as a console gamer, I don't like that any customization that you want to do to this headset, you have to connect them to your computer. I think SteelSeries really needs to make software for consoles and phones so that you can more easily adjust the EQ on this headset, among many other things. If you made it this far, I guess you enjoyed the video, so hit the like button and get subscribed. If you want to pick any of the products up, they'll be linked down below. And if you want to further support the channel, check out the merch. I made some shirts and hoodies that look and feel great. And you know I can be very particular, so I'll only slap my name on something if I'm really proud of it.